Hey everybody, and welcome back to Silent Hill 2. Last time, we fought off a couple of monsters in Brookhaven Hospital after the little kid Laura locked us in the room with them. That was very nice of her. Afterwards, we passed out and woke up to see the hospital had changed a little bit. So that was mysterious. We eventually reunited with Maria, and then unreunited with her death. So, that was a shame. And afterwards, we went around Silent Hill at nighttime to gather the wrench and key and whatever else we needed to access the Silent Hill Historical Society, which we are now inside of. This time, I should let you know right now that now is your last chance to see anything out in Silent Hill that you haven't already. Explore any corner that you've left untouched, in case you want to see if there's a note there or some random pickup that you don't really need to bring with you. But yeah. When you progress far enough into this area, you will be locked out of the town of Silent Hill. So, just a fair warning for you right there. Someone broke the door off of its hinges. That's not a very good thing. About Maria's death, though, I mean, sure she did die. We saw it happen. But, I don't know. I get some kind of feeling that it was staged. I don't know, just there's something I feel like we've seen before that makes me reconsider. Whatever, she's dead, let's move on from her. Just put it past us. We must find Mary. Okay, so I believe inside this display case, there's nothing of particular interest inside the case. Wrong, James. That's on the first playthrough. On this playthrough... Oh wait, is it not there? Okay, I thought there should be a New Game Plus item in there. I'm not gonna pick it up anyway, but still. Okay, so this place is supposed to be like a little museum, and there was a painting here once. There probably used to be a painting here. Only the explanation remains. Waterfront landscape. Alan Smith, date of birth and death unknown. A scene of this area from long ago. From the style, it looks like it was done sometime around 1820. There were a lot fewer people then, and only a handful of buildings. Alright, cool. How about this one? We go back a little bit, we can see... Misty Day. Remains of the Judgment. It's him. Remains of the Judgment. So he's a judge. Or an executioner of some kind. But I think a judge is more accurate in this case, in the way we've been encountering him. He's got a spear in this painting. Interesting. I'll talk more about that painting a little later. A photo is hanging here. Wiltsey Coal Mine. Coal mine, not cold mine. I don't know why. Whenever I say coal, I always want to pronounce the D to make it cold, but nah. There's a painting up there we can't really get a good look at. Except with search view, so it's just a bunch of people. Probably the people who ran this place. Makes sense. Alright, now we can finally go through this door. Now we wasted enough time. What's this? Alright, someone just moved a chair over. That's fine. Someone just moved a table. Here it is. So that is an obsidian goblet. That is one of the New Game Plus items that I am not going to pick up because we shouldn't have it. There's nothing useful written on them. Looks like sheet music or something. There's nothing particularly special about this photograph. Photo is hanging here. Brookhaven Hospital, 1880. This hospital was built in response to a great plague that followed a wave of immigration to this area. It was originally little more than a shack, but it gradually grew and grew. Okay, so... we're to believe that Mary visited the town of Silent Hill with James in the past. What if she died to that plague? A photo of the director of the old Brookhaven Hospital. Looks like he was a famous person in town. Can't really get a good view of him because you can't aim the flashlight. That last one looks like a hole in the middle of a room with a door. There's a photo of a deep, deep hole. What could this be? I don't know. Use your critical thinking. They teach you in art class, I guess. I mean, I've forgotten everything about how to understand art, so... The wall is broken open, leading to a staircase. The staircase goes down, and down, and down, And down. You get the idea. Thank goodness we have enough stars. I guess. Nothing else to do but get inside. Wherever this is, it's deep. Check the map real quick. We don't have a map. But we did go in the direction toward the lake, so we're like under the lake now at this point. Welcome to this next area. Wherever this is. This is no longer This is no longer the Historical Society. I apologize in advance for my speech this episode. I am running on about 3 hours of sleep right now because I did something quite big and outdoorsy today. I went kayaking, and it had to be earlier in the day so that it wouldn't be too hot when we did it. And so I set an alarm, and for some reason, my brain thought it would be a great idea to wake me up like 4 hours early. I don't get it. Some kind of document is lying here. September 11th, 1820. Prisoner number C221. I can't read the rest. What is this? Well, it's telling you about a prisoner. I guess we don't need to know the rest of the details. That fire alarm on that pillar looks kind of like a red square. Okay, we have the return of the lying figures. The vomiting enemies. Why are you walking closer to it? I did not tell you to do that. Whatever, that's fine enough. So, prisoner number. This seems to be some kind of prison underneath the lake. You can switch to the shotgun. You actually can switch weapons with the arrow keys in the PC version. I may have said that before, but it has been a while since I recorded this game last. Okay, it seems like if you knock them on their backs, they don't crawl around like they do if they knock on their fronts, because they don't have access to their arms as much. That makes enough sense. I still can't believe that you just press R to reload in this game. It was so funny to find out last time. This is a complete dead end. No items or anything. Okay. I was gonna say rusty chair, but I don't think that chair is made of metal. Looks like it was once made of cloth. It's more like it's damp and like decaying. A photo is hanging here. Toluca Prison Camp. Built during the Civil War. Later became Toluca Prison. So it started as a camp and then a prison camp. Little tents. I doubt that's how it works, but prison camp just makes me think all the prisoners were kept in little tents, and there was a guard sitting outside each one because they could probably easily escape. Death by skewering. An execution at the prison. Death by skewering or strangling. To choose his death is the prisoner's last taste of freedom. Oh, you were very proud of your executions. You hung them up on the walls of your prison. Send the message to your prisoners, I guess. Crimson and white banquet for the gods. That probably has some meaning. I unfortunately do not know it. Honestly, most of the stuff we see in the game probably has some meaning, and sadly, I do not know it. The hole's dark and I can't see anything. Will you jump down? Hey, we're at the bottom of a dark, damp hole. That does not look like water beneath me. That just looks like a layer of 2D trash. That's fine. Don't worry about it. It's just a wall. Would be impossible to climb this. Oh, come on, man. Get your Breath of the Wild instincts out. You got stamina. I know you can sprint very well. What was that? Huh. This is different. Just this spot here feels different than the rest of the wall. I wonder if I could somehow break it. Well, could always try whacking it with a pipe. Poking works too, I guess. They didn't feel like adding a break animation. That was kind of funny. Alright, we've uncovered a door. That door can be pretty hard to find. Honestly, I'm surprised I found it that easily. Okay, I'm just exhausting all my options before I deal with the enemies. Whoa, there's an enemy right there. Oh, okay, they're like right there. Oh, okay, you got it. Shooting them seems to be more effective. They're on the front. Nope, you're not biting me today. So now we're down in some sewers. First a prison, now some sewers? Boop. Okay, no more enemies. That's very nice. Take the time to reload. 2 doors. What over here? Another dead end, no items to see. Oh, there's a door on the other side of those bars. Maybe we have to get over there somehow? Maybe by going through the other 2 doors in this room? Maybe, just maybe. Start with this one. Oh, okay, this is weird. Okay, at the end, we have what in the world? The end, we have a mindfuck, I mean, not a mindfuck. There's a door at the bottom, the door is locked. Okay, well good, I don't exactly want to descend into that room just yet. How about this one? Ah, could this be the room with the key? Could this be the key right here? The spiral writing key. Take a look at that. Where is it? Right here. It says, "'Tis doubt which leadeth thee to purgatory." So is James doubting something right now? That could be what that means. In other news, did y'all see anything, or is that just me? I mean, I can see James because my monitor is way brighter than the recording, but yeah. Flashlight's off, and the door's locked. You okay, flashlight buddy? Is this thing out of batteries? It won't light up when I press the switch. Good try. I think if you, yeah, press the switch but nothing happens. Dry cell battery, I guess? I changed the light's battery, and now the room is covered in bugs. Okay, so... Oh my god, I'm just being hit repeatedly. I'm trying to stomp these things. It's not very easy to do. Oh my god. Alright, fine. First aid kit. First aid kit from the bug bite. So, it's locked. There's a keypad right next door. I kicked a bug instead of using the keypad. Okay, 3, 4. Those keys are highlighted to indicate someone's pressed them before. 343? Like 343 Industries? No, that was a very aggressive no. I think there is a way you can find the code other than trial and error, but you can also just trial and error it. Alright, I'm gonna brute force. There's only so many combinations of 4 and 3 that we can type here. I think I tried that one before. How about... There we go, 344 was it. Yeah, I think it's like scrawled in the wall somewhere here, the code. But I'm not really sure, and I'd rather not spend any more time in here, so yeah, get out of that. Okay, so the spiral writing key probably opens that door, but I have to know. Okay, cool. I wasn't missing anything. Just had to be sure, you know? I'm sure you understand. How am I? Let's have a drink. There we go. Next. That's already reloaded. No need to do that. I'm okay. Let's continue. Use the key on the door? Be careful, James. Don't fall into it just yet. That would be terrifying. Okay, he moved back to the beginning. I don't know how you cross that gap, but sure. Oh, it opens up outward, so it wouldn't fall into it. But yeah, this whole room is sideways. Like reality is bending. Pitch black, can't tell how far the blackness stretches. Will you go down? We just keep descending further.
Killing a person ain't no big deal. Just put the gun to their head. Pow.
You killed him?
But it wasn't my fault. He made me do it.
Calm down, Eddie. Tell me what happened.
That guy, he had it coming. I didn't do anything. He just came after me. Besides, he was making fun of me with his eyes, like that other one.
Just for that, you killed him?
What do you mean, just for that?
Eddie, you can't just kill someone because of the way they looked at you.
Oh yeah? Why not? Till now I always let people walk all over me. Just like that stupid dog. He had it coming too.
Eddie?
I was just joking, James. He was dead when I got here, honest. Anyway, I gotta run.
You're going out there alone?
Yeah.
Eddie?
For being just a joke, you sure really tried to convince me that you didn't do it multiple times. Eddie's a little more twisted than we thought at first, huh? It's a corpse. The body is marked with bullet holes. Okay. Well, you have fun over there, Eddie. I'm gonna stay far away from you now. How about that? Can we agree on that? What about this? Okay, here's our first red square in a while. I should probably have picked all those items up first. Prison cafeteria. So we are officially down in the prison. Got a health drink. They probably served that down here. That would make enough sense. Yes, my status is fine. Do not need the health drink. We'll take 2 anyway. I do love how we're just picking up random drinks and hoping they're good. Yeah, just shove them down. It's fine. This right here. I got the tablet of gluttonous pig. I wonder who that could be representing. Not like we found it in the same room as him or something. Looks like the lock is broken. I cannot open it. This part of the game is really cool because you keep dropping down these massive holes into this underground place where it's pitch black and you don't even feel like you're in reality anymore. And that's probably because you're not at this point. Oh, the fence is on the ceiling too. Everything is just off here and I love it. There's documents on the desk. What do you have to do? They've got nothing to do with you, though. Oh, yeah, I was going to read the menu in the other room. Well, we're not going to have a good view of it here, so let's go back to the other room real quick. What are they serving here? Let's see. Camera. I'm trying to have fun. Camera. Trying to lighten the mood a bit. Okay, I can see that. 2 grilled frankfurters. Everyone gets 2, okay? You don't get the option for 1. 1 hot chili, parsley potatoes, pot fried sauerkraut, buttered carrots. James. Okay. Mustard, banana pudding, frankfurter rolls, bread and tea. Cool. I had to keep James moving there because I'm using keyboard. I couldn't stop him at precisely the right angle. Looks like that door's locked. I think there are a lot of unlocked doors in this area, but I would like to take a look around the place first. Who's taking care of you? How about this? A blackboard. Whatever was written on it is all faded and you can't read it. Looked like that was some kind of like schedule or cell block list of all the inmates, maybe? Aha, right here. You don't want to miss this. The map of the prison. This place is confusing. You're gonna want this. Alright, so we start here. We've checked out those doors. There's long hallways that connect to another area with a big room. Weird thing about this map is it's completely unlabeled. Looks like the log is broken. I don't know what this intersection is supposed to be. Maybe a gymnasium? Could be. It's locked, so I'm gonna be able to open that later. Looks like the lock is broken. Okay, we'll start up here. Why not? Okay. Very neat. Bunch of rubble. Step on the broken glass. Wooden door. Broken. Broken. There gonna be a monster to the left? No. Goody. Do those have signs? Oh, they do. That's the only labeling around here. It's not on the map, it's on the signs. In this room, this is an interrogation room. There's a first aid kit on the other side. I could have gone in and grabbed that, and I didn't. I started with the furthest door, and ended up with me over here. But at least we found a lighter. Looks like its flame is stronger than normal lighters. Looks like you can't use that here, so it's gonna be a puzzle item, not a light source or anything like that. I mean, we have a flashlight, and from playing Stay Out of the House, I know very well that a flashlight is a lot better than a lighter. Okay, I'm gonna go back the other way just so I can grab the first aid kit. Gonna ignore the enemy in the hallway. Just for fun, you know? Give him no attention at all. Alrighty. How about this? Lock is broken. Lock is broken. Ooh, we can go into the restrooms. I guess we're starting with the women's restroom. It's just the first one I happened to touch because it was the first one on the right. Gonna wash my hands after everything I've been through? Nope. Yeah, James is a man. He doesn't believe in washing his hands. Knock on the door, but there's no answer. Alright. Maybe now? Okay, cool. They probably don't need my help. Let's move on. How about this one? This one has a free aim camera. Well, I guess not free aim, but still. Nah. I was thinking maybe we had to use the men's restroom. The red square is above the urinal. It's like they know. Alright. Save the game here. It's like Dead Rising, where you have to save at toilets. Which is just one of the funniest things about that game. If you ask me. Oh shoot, what is this? Oh, okay, we got a novice here. Let's use a shotgun on you. The switching weapons animation was definitely, like, added as just a random feature in the sport, and you can tell because... yeah. Little jank. You can tell you were intended to switch them out through the menu. I might continue to do that just to, you know, not break the immersion too much by having James snap between poses like that. I guess that's not really immersion breaking. Whatever. I mean, what's immersion breaking and what isn't depends on the person. Like a lot of things, honestly. Okay, so in this room, got some cereal. Cookie! That sounds like a great cereal. I want some cookies in the morning. I always wish that I would have, I'd be able to have Lucky Charms in the morning, but my parents were like, they're filled with sugar. You can't have that. And you know, they're probably right. That's a bunch of gibberish on the paper there. Probably a result of the AI upscaler. It didn't know what to do with it. Toluca Lake, the town's main tourist attraction. This clear, beautiful lake has another side as well. Yeah, it has the side with the hotel, we know. No, they're not talking about that. They're talking about the depths of the lake. It may seem like just a typical ghost story that you might find in any number of old towns across the country. But in this case, the legend is true. On a fog-bound November day in 1918, the Little Baroness, a ship filled with tourists, failed to return to port. A newspaper article from back then simply says, "It most likely sunk for some reason." That's the quality standard of reporting back in 1918 or whatever. It most likely sunk for some reason. I'm sorry, that's really funny to me. Despite an extensive police search, not a single fragment of the ship, nor any of the 14 bodies of passengers or crew has ever been recovered to this day. In 1939, an even stranger incident occurred. There are many pages torn out. Many corpses rest at the bottom of this lake. Their bony hands reach up towards the boats that pass overhead. Perhaps they reach for their comrades. I don't know, the only bony hands I know were reaching to a dry cell battery. Is that like... No. Oh no, that is English on the wall. It's just backwards because the texture is reversed. Nice one. Okay, how about in here? Handgun bullets, I couldn't see, cool. And something else down here. Or maybe something over here. Like maybe this gun in the wall? Got a hunting rifle! Yay! Hunting rifle is the strongest gun, but it's very, very slow and has a long reload time between each shot. Still though, we may as well use it on their first enemies, even though we only have 420. Blaze it. Alright, anyway, even though we only have 20 bullets in reserve. Oh, now we have more. Shotgun shells. Nice, nice. Seems to be everything in here. James is no longer looking at anything. Whoa, hey! Oh, hey, buddy! Okay. How about you get out of here? That still wasn't even enough to kill you. That's what I mean with my speech. The frickin' still wasn't even. Is that really the sound that door would make? That looks like a sliding door to me. But sure, whatever you say. This right here. This looks like this would be the prison's entrance, but this prison, as far as we know, is like under the lake or something. I mean, it's possible this prison was above the surface, truly, and we're just happening to discover it down beneath the ground somehow. Let's check the hatch. Well, at least we found the hatch. We know where to escape if the game gets down to one survivor left. There's a cover on the ground, but I can't open it. Yeah, you need a skeleton key. There's only a depression left where there was probably once a handle. Actually, because the hatch is visible to us, that means the killer closed it. We better get out of here quickly. Or we better solve the inventory puzzle of this area. Is that every door checked here? That sure is. I may as well go in here and save real quick, because I am right here, and there's no reason not to. Boop, boop. The prison toilet. Ooh, I'm about to hit 420 hours and minutes, respectively. All right, so we got the first aid kit. Now we got to explore the right side of the prison. Was that an item right there? 1 second. No. Okay. All right, now we got to deal with the person in this room. All right, I think that's enough using the hunting rifle. I definitely don't want to use up all of it. Where's this enemy? Where's this enemy? Where's this enemy? I want to kill it. I must get 100% kills. This is doom. All right, I think I knocked it down. I sure did. Get it. There we go. Check the map. All the way right here should work. Okay, that's interesting. So we have a lying figure in that cell there. Can't open it. I think we can kill this figure through the wall, though we'll take a lot of shots. Yeah. See, it's like it's still going. Still writhing on the ground there. Oh god, oh god. Yeah, without, like, being able to finish them off with a kick, enemies take a long time to die. There's also one in the hallway I didn't even know. Okay, let me please take you out. Knocking them out twice should be good. Okay, yeah. Seems like if you don't want to kick them, you have to knock them out twice. Am I wrong? Yeah, it's not convulsing anymore. I think it really is dead. It's another one later down. Oh, this cell's open. Oh, the lying figure in the hallway probably came from the cell. Handgun bullets in here, that's it. Let's use the handgun, speaking of which. Alright, reload. I know I can reload out there on the field. I just feel like doing it because I wanted to heal as well. Oh, there is also an item to quickly use a heal, so yeah. Well, that's all the radio static gone, but... You hear that? Something... There's something still in here. Sounds like it's either stomping around or hitting its head against the wall, maybe. Alright, buddy, whatever you want to say. Books are scattered all over the bed and floor. On Sacrifice and the Art of Demon Summoning, Tome of the Seer, The Feast of the Succubi, The Fallen Angels of Mercy and Favor. I guess I shouldn't worry about these too much. Yeah, that's my reaction too. On Sacrifice, Tome of the Seer, okay, the same. I think some of them are different. Yes, Black Magic from the Abyss, Resurrection of the Dead, The Chronicle of Agrippa, Manuscript of the Iron Rings. I guess I shouldn't worry about these. Got a wax doll. Yeah, definitely worry about the wax doll instead. All carved from wax. That's like a weird looking face in it. I think that thing on the top might be an eye, and the thing on the right, or the left, from our perspective, might be a mouth? Hard to tell. Okay. That's the only thing we can see here. So, someone actually theorized, I can't remember who. Someone theorized, though, that James going, I guess I shouldn't worry about these too much, is kind of a nod to how the original Silent Hill, the first one, that game's story was based on a cult in Silent Hill, and a lot of people look back in retrospect as that being kind of a lame story for a Silent Hill game compared to this, and so maybe that's the way of the developers going like, yeah, we don't like the cult story either, we wanted to do something extra special with this one. And so they put all the cult stuff in there and was like, and had James go, I guess I shouldn't worry about this. If that's the case, that's pretty funny, but, you know, not confirmed. 75, wow, God, I got so many bullets. It's like the lock is broken. I can't open it. Alright, well, let's go this way. Alright, sure, I'll take you out. We'll take you out before we investigate the door. We're right here. Let's just do it. Let's get a view of the whole hallway. Cool. Now that we have the perimeter established, let's begin with the doors. This is the large room on the rightmost side of the prison. I don't know what this is supposed to be, just an outdoor area? Either way, it's covered in pitch darkness now. This is exposed to the sky, makes sense, it's still nighttime. In the middle. Sounds like people are running around, and that spooks me. I give you blood to atone for the 3 sins. Is written on top of the engraving. Beneath the engraving are 3 square depressions. Well, we got one of the 3 squares, but I guess we'll have to find the other ones. Now, that is depicting 2 pyramid heads, executioners, threatening to kill someone by hanging, it looks like. And up here... Yep, that certainly fits. What about the rest of this area? It's all walled off. Gotta stop the prisoners from escaping, I suppose. Alright, back we go. We now know we now know where we're supposed to find, where we're supposed to take the 3 squares once we find them. What's the 3 tablets? Alright, let's start with this room, how about? Okay, this room actually works. Hi! What's up? You mind dying? Thank you. Anyone else find it weird that when you ask someone, like, do you mind if I blah blah blah, suddenly the answers are swapped from what they're supposed to be? English sucks. There are bloodstained clothes here. Okay, nothing else to say about them. I suppose I wouldn't have anything much to say about them either. Yeah, there's bloodstained clothes here. What of it? Alright. Reload use, switch back to shotgun. Where else? Okay, I think there's actually an area back there we haven't been to yet, which we can make our way to after checking out the door up here. Yet more cells. And another one of that thing. Those noises, more accurately. Okay, we can go inside this cell. It's a bunch of paint tools on the ground, and a few paintings to look at. 436 people at a recital. That's an oddly specific number. That probably means something. Could be a reference to, like, an old book I don't know of. I'm sorry, I'm not very cultured. I couldn't tell you which one. Burning Man. So we're just treating man on the same level as a house, huh? Same thing. I think there's a third one over here, though. Woman in Flight. Superpowers! That's all there is to see in here. Let's go back out. Okay, so that voice, I know it's supposed to say ritual. You may say it again. No, he doesn't want to say it again? Okay. It's supposed to be... There we go. It's supposed to be going, ritual. But ever since I watched an old Peanut Butter Gamer video back in the day where he briefly covered this game in some top 10 list, I cannot help but hear that voice as saying, good chewy roll. Good chewy roll. Blame Peanut Butter Gamer. Tablet of the Oppressor. Okay, this one I'm not really sure if it represents anyone at all, or if it's just, you know, part of the sins. You know, it's like some of the 7 deadly sins, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember what the 7 deadly sins are off the top of my head. Magazines here, nothing of particular interest. Okay, I guess I'll be on my way back out. The iron bar is tightly closed. I can't force it open. Okay. Awesome! I don't know what that was. Little PT moment. Did they lock in the bathroom? How about this? Okay, final cell. That is every cell checked. Now it's unlocked. And there's one door we haven't seen back here. I want to say it's this? No. This door? Yes. I got more enemies. Can't say I didn't expect that. Kerpow! Kerchoo! Sorry, that was a sneeze. Can't open it, can't open it. Can go through. And at the end, Tablet of the Seductress. My theory at first was that this represents Eddie, this represents Maria, but then this one, I don't know. Could represent James? Maybe he's like suppressing some memories, and so it's calling him out on that by saying like he's the oppressor of his own memory. I don't know. I don't know. That's all I'll say for now. Over here. Can't open it. Can't open it. How about this? Very rusty cell. What were these? Just bathrooms? Special cells? For the special folks? You're one of them special folks. Special folks. You're one of them special folks, ain't you? No, I do not want to go that way. Thanks, game. Okay, well now we have all 3 squares, so let's make our way back to the place where we can put them in. I think the noises are supposed to come from that area above the cells. I don't know what it is, though. The thing's invisible, whatever it is. Okay, so, something I didn't actually know. Whenever you are faced with a situation like this, where you have to put multiple items into a thing, what you can actually do is combine the items. And then you will place all 3 of them in order. Like so. That is very useful to know. Nothing up here. Maybe we raised those a little bit. Maybe they're a little bit higher than they were before. Hard to tell. Aha! It's my lucky day! Got a horseshoe. This is all in service of that one hatch we found at the other side of the prison. I'm just gonna take you out. Can we just get this radio static out of here? Come on. Come on. Yeah, they are so much easier to kill when you have the gun. When you just have the plank at the start, they're a menace. Otherwise, though, not so much. Was that one of them, or was that just a shadow on the wall? I hope it was just a shadow on the wall. Man, now I'm paranoid. Now I'm looking out for enemies everywhere. As you probably should in a game like this. That's not the right room. The one next door I need. Reload the gun. If I need to reload any other guns, no, we're all good. Squeak! Now this hatch. Can't just shove the horseshoe in there. Can't do anything with just this. What you need to do is combine these 3 items here. Doll's made of wax. You can melt wax with heat from a lighter. But of course, if you try to use this, no point in just melting the wax. So, what you need to do is melt the wax, put it into that slot, then read a note. No. Oh, come on. I have to do it all again. And then stick the horseshoe on top to make a makeshift handle. Makeshift? Yes, makeshift handle. Like so. James is a crafty one. That looks like something I would scoop up with, like, wheat thins. Cheese dip. That looks like cheese dip in there. Now I'm hungry. We've unlocked the hatch. Let's escape! Will you jump in? At this rate, we're gonna find the core of the Earth. Alright. Looks like the lock is broke. As I approach the door, I get a whiff of some rotten smell coming from inside. I think this door ahead of us, yes, is locked. Rotten smell. Well, the door certainly looks rotten, so yeah, I understand that. Nothing? Ah, goody, it's the morgue. Love it. Did that just move? Or is that my imagination? I'm not sure if this thing does move. That's his examine text for looking at it. There's something in the hole. It looks like it's all dismembered. No, I can't look anymore. A horrible smell is coming from the hole. Were its feet in that position before? I don't know. His examine text on that makes me so paranoid about it. The corpse smells nauseatingly of rotten flesh. Well, yeah, of course it would. Horrible smell. My god, in the hole? I didn't see that. Alright. Just gonna... Does this thing actually, like, move? Oh, I got a bunch of blood on the floor. I'm gonna stay here for a little while, just to see if it does. I saw some shadows moving, but I think that's just the flashlight weirdness from James's breathing animation. I don't think that's the corpse moving. Like, put it off and back on screen. Maybe it's crisscrossed a different way. I don't know. Let's just go. This corpse. Into this hole? Maybe your corpse into the hole. I don't know. There's a hole in the floor, can't see the bottom, like usual. How far does this thing go? Only one way to find out. Let's keep going. Door straight ahead. What about behind? Nothing. Okay, let's move James. This is freaky sound effects, can I just say. Oh, we opened the door. I see why. The whole cell had its floor removed. Another hole. Do I really have to drop through it? Do you see any other options, my man? Okay. Looks like the lock is broken, can't open it. No doors on any of the other walls. That's some weird looking tile, though. In the elevator, we have first aid kit, shotgun shells, handgun bullets. We're fine, the door just closed. Oh, there's something else in the final corner. Got rifle shells. Here's an elevator that seems to actually be moving in a 3D space, unlike the hospital one. Though, I wonder if it's not actually going down and they're just raising the environment around it. Kind of like the Amnesia: The Dark Descent elevator. Hard to say. I mean, moving platforms exist in video games, so I'm sure it's entirely possible for them to just let the elevator move down. I'm not even sure how we're still breathing oxygen this far underground. Wouldn't that be the case? Like, if you get too far underground, wouldn't the oxygen dry up or something? Or maybe, like, open caves still have air in them. But still, I feel like the air would get, like, less and less breathable the further down you go, same way as it goes up. Just because, you know, it doesn't have much access to the surface down there. But maybe it does? I don't know. Well, you certainly don't want to stay too long in one place. At the bottom is a somewhat normal-looking room from an apartment, aside from the fact the floor is trash. But yeah, this looks like a hotel or something. Save the game. Elevator. Ominous. Okay, this is a new place. It's not the prison anymore. Something else. I can't get through here because of the wire stretched across the path. Alright, hi. Oh god, there's two. Okay. Kill first one. Thank you. I've gotten the knack of triggering those stomp attacks. It's definitely a lot easier than I remember it being. Come on. Okay. Can I get past you? Stomp. I did get hit. Whoops. There goes my hit list run I was definitely going for. And since that's the second time I shot you down, that is fine. Let's just have some drinks. Why not? Could use one of my ampoules for fun. The sounds down here. Completely unexplainable. What could be making a noise like that in a place like this? Aside from more monsters, which, you know, that's probably the answer. Whoa. Okay, camera. Sure. I'm gonna go this way. There's multiple ways we can go. I think I'm going to start somewhere. Okay. Okay, yes. I want to start here. We got 2 ladders on either side. We can climb down. Oh, look, more of these guys. More of these guys, I don't know their names. An endlessly curving hallway. These guys are like moving through it underneath. Oh, shoot high. Okay. That is Pyramid Head right there. I'm probably pretty hurt, aren't I? Yeah, let me just... Yeah, there we go. That's probably a bit of a waste. Let's get a better look at him, though. Okay, he's moving very slowly, but he is there, stomping after me, and he's using a spear. He was actually using a spear the last time we saw him when he was chasing both us and Maria in the hospital. But it was really hard to notice there because, you know, you were running away from him. But yeah, he's got a spear now. And I think the idea is that when James sees the painting in the Historical Society and sees the monster with the spear, then it starts holding the spear. So... that's interesting. Shotgun shells, and then I got the great knife. This here, massive weapon wielded by Pyramid Head. Hard to use, but lethal. This is kind of a fun thing from a gameplay perspective. It is probably the strongest melee weapon, or strongest weapon of them all, but if you equip it, you move slowly like this, and if you try to swing it, it's very, very slow. But if you can land your shots with it, it does a lot of damage. Now, that's not the most interesting thing about this, though. If you pay close attention to it, notice how it has a hole there at the end of the blade? The giant knife that Pyramid Head was wielding before, which this is it, or, well, just a second, it's designed to appear as if it's 1/2 of a pair of scissors. So the idea is that Pyramid Head has 1/2, we found the other. So now we both have 2/2 of a hole. Just gonna let that stew in your brain for a bit. Let's get the shotgun back out. This room's really cool, especially when you approach the door. Like, look at this. This is an advantage of the fixed camera angles. You get to do cool stuff like this. I really like this. Very cinematic. Like, yeah, this camera is kind of a pain to play with, but otherwise, I think it's cool. Okay, well, let's get out of here quick. Ladder! And yes, we have come up the other ladder. So that's just a big roundabout that leads to that room where you can find the great knife. In fact, I don't even know if you have to go over there at all. So, yeah. Well, we're getting out of there. I am healthy. Let's kill this guy. Or these guys, rather. They're both back up alive. But there were 3, so technically 2 of them are back alive. I'm no longer worried about my heals. Ooh! Stomp 1, not the other because it's dead. Okay, whatever. Go. Go, first aid kit. It sounded like I was using a Pokemon or something there. Hello? How do we get to the other side of that? Well, I guess we'll find our way through down here. Let me use the hunting rifle again, just because it's fun. Okay, never mind. Game doesn't want me to. Oh, no. Oh my god, I got both of them with one shot. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know it had piercing. I'll probably kill it. Nope, it didn't. Okay, whatever. Got it in the end anyway. Okay. Anything else, or is this it? Is it just this ladder? Oh, wait a second. Where's the way to the other side? Oh, you're back to life? Oh, come on. Haven't killed you enough times, I see. There it goes. They definitely don't respawn forever. Oh, okay. I see, so we just can't get to that other ladder then. When we climb up, we just end in this area. Okay. Well, what do we have here? Nothing. Got a metal room, and yes, there is a weird object in that other room. We'll inspect it in a bit. Sudden hiccup there. Don't know if that was audible. a second hiccup to go with it. Second sudden hiccup. Thanks, hiccups. Well then, what's this? We rotate it, then leave. Wall's covered up now. I think you know what this means. For rotating the room, we have to find the correct orientation. So, the way this works... Go back to how it was originally. There is another path to take directly across. I don't think there's any paths to the left or right or to these holes either. So there's a path directly across, so what you have to do is find a way to line the doors up with that, and oh man, is it complicated. I think I ended up just brute forcing my way through this puzzle in my first playthrough, so I might end up doing the same here, because like, not only can you turn it like this, but you can also rotate it like this, which makes things even more confusing. What if upside down purple eyes wins? Nope. How about you? Okay, well, we open a door. Now, okay. Unfortunately, no, we don't create like a perfect path across, and I don't see any other perfect paths across that we haven't created, so yeah, that's not gonna work, at least in this orientation. What if I were to, like, rotate it again? How about this? It does let me... Oh! There we go! I got it! Oh, yeah, there was something up on that wall, so yeah, I guess that does work. Well, there we go! I solved that way quicker than I thought I would. Let's see what's in here.
You're alive! Maria, I thought that thing killed you. Are you hurt bad?
Not at all, silly.
Maria? That thing, it stabbed you. There was blood everywhere.
Stabbed me? What do you mean?
It chased us to the elevator, and then...
James, what are you talking about?
Just before. Don't you remember?
James, honey, did something happen to you? After we got separated in that long hallway? Are you confusing me with someone else? You were always so forgetful. Remember that time in the hotel?
Maria?
You said you took everything. But you forgot that videotape we made. I wonder if it's still there.
How do you know about that? Aren't you Maria?
I'm not your Mary.
So, you're Maria?
I am. If you want me to be.
All I want from you is an answer.
It doesn't matter who I am. I'm here for you, James. See? I'm real. Don't you want to touch me?
I don't know.
Come and get me. I can't do anything through these bars.
Okay. Stay right there. I'll be there soon.
Okay, James, you're just picking right up on that request. At first he was very confused, and then she said, I can't do anything through these bars, very suggestively, and he was like, okay, stay right there, I'm coming to you. Alright, well, I don't think there's anything else we could do, can't talk anymore. That is strange indeed. Not only is she alive, she is also Mary? I mean, James did say she looks very similar, but she never said she was that similar. And she even said it herself, I'm not your Mary. Well, in other news, we got a wire cutter, and that's the only concrete thing I can understand right now. So yeah, tool for cutting wires or electrical cables. It just mysteriously appears out of thin air after you watch that cutscene. Yeah, so what is all this about? Well, you're looking at me. I don't know the answer. Still can't make our way over there unless that's exactly where we were and I'm just forgetting. Why is this enemy crawling on the ground now? Oh my god. Stop! You weren't actually dead earlier, were you? Now you should be. That should be it. I wonder if it's like Resident Evil rules where they're only dead if blood pools around them. That'd be kind of interesting. Okay, well, we have been going for 55 minutes. So I think I might want to end this episode here, honestly. And I think we can continue through the rest of this place next time. And hopefully next time I'll be able to talk better so that I can more easily describe what the hell's going on right now. I'll at least cut off the wires from here. Ka-chink, 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 ka-chink. Then I think there's a save point right outside this door, right? Yes, indeedy. Gonna save. And now, next time on Silent Hill 2, we're gonna find our way to Maria again through wherever in the world this place is. It's not a prison anymore. It's just some place, some maze. Not really sure. Hopefully we're gonna find more answers as well. Or maybe we're just gonna find more questions, as usual. Thank you all for watching if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.